So the hypothetical that I picked for week 2 was stated by Chastity Horn. It states, imagine being home with your sister and her friend, and she asks her friend to help do some of her laundry. She agrees to help, so she gathers all of her clothes and takes them to where she does laundry, and she accidentally spills bleach on all of her colored clothes. You see everything happen, but her friend doesn't think anyone noticed what she did, so she proceeds to do what she was doing. You now wonder, should you do or say anything? Should you move on like she did and just hope your sister doesn't notice anything and that you had no clue of what went down? Or should you simply say something to your sister? Based on chapter 3, is it right to say something about her friend's unethical behavior? So I came to the conclusion of I used the Potter box, where it's like it provides simple guidelines for ethical decision making. And it states that you go facts, values, principles, then loyalties. Facts is like the facts of the scenario. You analyze the ethical dilemma and then you pretty much state the facts. So in this scenario, I would say the facts are I'm home with my sister and her friend. My sister asks her friend to help her with her laundry and she agrees. And so in the process of helping my sister doing her laundry, her friend spills bleach accidentally on her colored clothes. Her friend doesn't think anyone saw it, but I did see it. And so now I'm forced with the decision of what to do because her sister just kept, my sister's friend kept doing what she was doing, just kept doing the laundry with the bleach spilled on the clothes. The next is like the values. So you like decide of like what like the most important values are to you. And so I would say my most important values to me is 1, myself, 2, my family, and then next would be like the guests or friends. And so those would be like the values pointed out. The next state of the Potter box would be like principles. You look at your values through the lens of different systematic ethics to help determine the right possible action. And so there's different ways that I saw from the scenario going down is if I didn't say anything and my sister's friend didn't say anything and my sister didn't notice until a couple days later and she takes out clothes and there's bleach all over them. And there's like all these white spots. Could I be blamed for, I guess, bleaching my sister's clothes? Like, 'cause, it's my sister and sibling rivalry happens. Could my family blame me? Another scenario is if I don't say anything and all of her clothes are ruined, my family is going to have to, I guess, like my parents would have to buy her new clothes because you can't wear just ruined clothes. You could, but who would want to do that? Another scenario that I kind of thought of if I did say something to my sister's friend by asking her like, hey, did you get the right, like, did you make sure it was the right soap that you used, because it's kind of confusing, or like they're in different areas. And the last step of the Potter box would be loyalties. At this point in the reasoning process, you determine whom or what you're going to be loyal to and then clarify that and kind of protect them. And so I'm going to be loyal to myself and my family. I would wait for my sister to come back and I would say something in front of both of them saying, hey, I think you accidentally used the bleach instead of the shampoo or instead of the soap. And maybe out of that, she'll feel like guilty because it does say she accidentally did it. So maybe she'll feel guilty and help reimburse with some of the clothes. So my parents are stuck with the full burden of her accident. Maybe before you dry it, I don't think you can get it out, but maybe there's a way. I just feel like that'd be the best possible scenario, and my sister would notice that it wasn't me that did it. And like, that'd be a good way of protecting myself as well.